Good morning, peeps, and we are just about to embark on another beautiful hike today. We are in Matale district in the center of province. Actually, this is the center of Sri Lanka. Now you know I'm referring to somewhere around Nalanda. Okay, it's believed Nalanda, especially where Nalanda Gedige is, the center of Sri Lanka. So we are very close by to Nalanda Gedige, and today our target is a beautiful mountain located off Nalanda Gedige. This is called Arangal, and a mountain which is around 782 meters in elevation. Our trail started around 300 meters. We have already climbed about 30 meters. So the total elevation gain is going to be around 482 meters. That's quite a long way up, approximately 1500 to 1600 feet in height in elevation gain. Right, let's carry on. You can see we are inside a bit of a forest patch. We have to trek along this, then meet the Arangala rocky surface and continue our journey. There are 3 separate peaks in Arangala mountain range, so we are going to try and climb all of them. So stay tuned, folks. As you can see, people, this is a dry stream bed where we have to follow. You might also notice there are a couple of pipelines. These are the ones used by the villagers down below in order to tap water for their daily chores. As you can see, the thick forest is over there on either side of the stream, and we need to tackle these rocky boulders in order to reach Arangala mountain top. This is the difficult part that we just tackled. We climbed uphill along these rocky boulders. Now we are on our way. This is the path we have to trek. You can see there's a natural window built into the path by the Mother Nature. So we need to go through that, continue our journey. You can see the path we have to go. Technically there's no path. You just have to hop from one rock to the other. Then we come across this massive rocky boulder where we have to start climbing to our right. Then follow the whatever the path we can find. Very hectic, very tiring, extremely strenuous. Right, you can see the path we have to climb uphill. Now this mountain trek all of a sudden turned into a rock climbing session. Reminds me of Lakegala. Anyway, you can see one of our guides, one of the helpers, is climbing without absolutely no problem. Now he reached the top of the rock in no time. But for us, it's gonna be a sheer uphill climb. All of a sudden my knees start wobbling and they start complaining, and I wonder whether we'll be able to make it to the top. Now you can see our friend is now on the top of that rock. Alright, I think it's time for us to start this very difficult bit of the Arangala rock climb. This is how rock climbing is. Thankfully we have a couple of these people from the Arangala village. Now you can see Hasi is climbing, followed by Atta. This is very dangerous bit of the trek. You can see the rocky outcrop that we have to go. On a rainy day, this must be like a massive raging river. But today we are lucky. There's no river. There's no water. You have seen what we had to go through. You can see this is almost 80-degree angle rocky slab with a couple of ledges on either side. So we had to climb uphill for about 75 meters with no proper handholds. Thankfully we had a couple of helpers from the nearby village. Thanks to them we managed to get up here without an incident. Here people, we are on our way to the Arangala summit. You can see the forest patch and the rocky boulder that we had to climb uphill. You can see now it down there. That was one difficult bit of the trek. In fact, there is a bit of an easier path to the right from where I'm standing, but it's a bit longer. So we decided to take this shortcut because we have this very reliable two people from the village down below. So thanks to their help, we managed to come up here without an incident, but it was one hairy climb. I was so worried, but eventually nothing happened. We managed to come up here. So that's a bit of an adventurous part on our side. You might even have seen, because I got one of my friends to video one of the footages where I was climbing uphill to the rock. I'm not sure if it was alright. If it was, you could get an idea as to what it was like. Right, let's continue. Now we are inside this jungle. Let's see how soon we can get it to the top of Arangala mountain, the center of Sri Lanka. You are seeing this very unique rock feature in the distance on our way to Arangala. Just look at this. This resembles an owl's face. You can see it now up close. Resembles very much like an owl. Now you are seeing something that you can't get to see every day. This is just amazing sight. This is the Sri Lankan variety of Nelli. Looks so beautiful. Just look at this. Amazing sight like Jaffna green grapes. These are the Nelli found in Arangala. This is the view on our way towards Arangala. This is the first such viewpoint. We can clearly see Ambokka of Salagama Miniversen. I'm going to show you that owl rock in a little bit. This is the owl faced rock that I showed you earlier. Found a very good vantage point where I can see it without an obstruction. You can see it looks very much like an owl's face. Those piercing eyes and the head and the beak also looking so real. Creation of Mother Nature. You are seeing this another beautiful window opening towards Bowatanna Reservoir, A9 Road, Nalanda Gedige, and all the way towards Karagahatanna, Gammadu and Knuckles Massif. Just an unbelievable sight. And we are on our way tasting those juicy Nelli to the Arangala summit point. Okay people, here we are at one of these beautiful vantage points on our way to the Arangala summit point. We are looking at Bowatanna Reservoir Dam. Beyond that is the Knuckles mountain range, especially Karagahatanna and Gammaduwa. Moving to the right, in the middle of this reservoir you can see Nalanda Gedige, which considers to be the center point of Sri Lanka. Then right between these two paddy fields you can see there's a road. I wonder if you can really see it. That's the Kandy Jaffna A9 highway. That's one of the longest main roads in Sri Lanka. Very significant one. Moving to the right, we are coming to now Wilshire and Attifola mountains in the distance. That's also Mathale side. Further to the right you can see this owl face rock. It resembles very much like an owl. Coming further to the right is Ambokka mountain range, which is very close to Navgala and Hulangala, where Salagama Miniversen is. And further to the right we come towards now Salagama Kurunagala and all these areas in Yatavatta. You know, Kurunagala, Dodangaslanda, Yatavatta road, which connects to A9 road towards Matale. And we come further to the right. Now we are looking towards Kurunagala. We can probably make out Dolukanda, Andagala and Yakdessagala also towards Kurunagala. This is the rock where we are taking a break and resting. Very steep, almost 6 degrees. We have to watch our step and continue our journey uphill. Right, I'm going to show you the rock that we had to climb uphill. You can see this sheer rock face where we came on all fours, then reached this beautiful vantage point where we are looking towards Matale, Wilshire, Attipola, Owl's Face Rock, Ambokka and all these areas. Looking absolutely out of this world. This is the Arangal mountain that we have to climb. A sheer 90-degree vertical rock face. Don't worry, we are not going to climb through here. We are going to go around the rock and find a way uphill. This is the view once again over Bowathana Reservoir towards Karagahatana, Gammadu and Knuckles range. We are coming quickly towards A9 road, Nalanda Gidige, and at the far end is Wilshire and Attipola mountains. I believe Brandigal is also known as Attipola, but I can't be sure. And once again Ambokka, one of the most beautiful and treacherous hikes. I'm yet to go to Ambokka. And we are coming towards now, passing Ambokka towards Yatavatta and Dodangaslanda, then Kurunagala areas. I can't show you Dolukanda and all these areas in Kurunagala, but we can faintly make them out. You probably saw how far we have to go because this rock face is so high and we are not even 75% done yet. This is the rock that we climbed uphill. It looks so dangerous and my knees are going weak looking at this, but we climb up along this rocky face. This is the path that we have to go. As you can see, this goes parallel to the rock face on the left hand side. You can see we are now almost at the edge of this forest patch. Afterwards it's going to be just mana and no cover. So we are going to have a bit of a snack here and continue our journey. On our way to the Arangala summit point, 780 odd meters tall. We just had our breakfast. Way too late, it's almost midday, so you can call it brunch. I'm slightly panting also. These are the views we saw from our first vantage point, but we are now at a close to 700 meters in terms of elevation. So we are nearly at the summit point. Another 50 to 80 meters we have to gain. Now we are looking at the middle of Arangala mountain range, which is the second highest. The highest part, which we call the third mountain peak, is towards that side. This is the first mountain peak, which is the lowest of all. We are going to reach there first, then weave our way through second to the third and the highest peak. Now we are out in the open on our way to Arangala summit point. Ambokka is looking at us. She's so pretty and beautiful. We can see nearby reservoirs. Now the Bowathana is to the other side, which we can't see. So we are going to get up to the first peak, then find our way to the second and the third peak, which is the highest of all. We are now almost at the summit of the first peak, which is the smallest of all. You can now clearly see the down below village villagers and also the path that we came uphill. Down below is the Arangala mountain sloping towards these villages. We managed to climb uphill. After all those rock climbing areas, we entered into this open mana patch, then trekked uphill holding onto these tiny bushes and trees and plants along this rugged rocky terrain. Alright, let's carry on to the first peak, people. We are now standing between the first and second peak. You can see in the distance the third and the highest peak. Finally, we managed to reach the highest point around the center of Sri Lanka, which is Arangala, also known as Nalanda mountain. Some people also call this Naula mountain. Right, I'm going to show you the surrounding view from this vantage point. You can see the path that goes towards the second and third peaks. Now we can clearly see mountain towards Kurunegala. And then let's move further to the left. There's this nice beautiful mountain range very nearby that I can't quite figure out what it is. Now let's fan further to the left. You can even make out the rocky surface we are standing. Moving further to the left is Ambokka, the beautiful Ambokka mountain. Now I'm going to show you where we have to trek to the summit of first peak. Right, this is the path that we have to go to the summit of first peak. Let's go and see what's the height is like. Alright, let's look at what the scope of Arangala mountain is. You can get a clear idea the size of Arangala mountain range. The second peak is in the foreground, and the third and the highest is in the background. There's a lot of strong winds also. Now I'm going to show you the sheer size of Arangala mountain. You can see the rock sloping towards E9 road. This is what you will see when you are traveling from Matale towards Dambulla. Down below in the distance you can see Naula town. Let's turn around, people. Right, we are going to pan you around to the right. Now we are looking over A9 road, Kandy Jaffna main highway, one of the most prominent highways in Sri Lanka. We can make out Moragahakanda reservoir in the distance, right in the middle. Now there is a lot of water in it, and then we come back towards the Knuckles area, especially the Karagahathanna and Gammaduwa. You can see Bovathanna reservoir down below. And moving further to the right, we should be able to reach the summit of Arangala mountain number 1. Now this is the view towards the summit point of Arangala peak 1. You can see there is this flagpole, and beyond that we can see Bovathanna reservoir, and to the right Wilshire and Atipola mountains, and to the left over Bovathanna, Karagahathanna, Gammaduwa, and beyond. Just walk you towards it as much as possible without wobbling you. Yeah, I think this will be enough. This is, we are looking at summit number 2 and 3 from the summit number 1. I'm just walking towards it so that you can get a better idea. The wind is also playing havoc, therefore there might be wind noise in these footages. This is how the Arangala mountain range sloping towards Naula. This is the Arangala peak number 2, the centermost one. Right, you are seeing my two trekking partners are climbing uphill to the summit number 2. And in the distance you can see summit number 1 looking so tiny now with the black fall. You can see they have to use all force in order to climb up to this point. Alright, Hasita is here now. It's Atula's turn. Definitely not easy going. Right. So this is what it was like climbing up to Arangala. There were so many patches like this. This is a 360-degree view from summit number 2 of Arangala. You can see the summit number 1 down below at 730 meters. Just about to complete our 360-degree view. Alright, here's Ambokka, completing our 360-degree view. This is the summit point 3 that we have to climb. It's a beautiful site, so we are going to continue to the left and get on top. We are on our way to the summit point number 3, the highest of it. You can see summit number 2, we just came down from 760 meters. This is mighty Arangala mountain range. Okay people, this is a video between the second and the third peak summit points. There's a sort of like a flat terrain. We are on our way to the third peak from the second peak. So I thought I'll show you what the surrounding look like. You just saw the second peak at 760 meters. Now we are coming towards the Ambokka and surrounding areas. I'm going to show you the third peak in a jiffy. This is the third peak seen from the same vantage point from the flat terrain between the second and third peak. Looking so beautiful. I showed you to a certain extent to this side from the second peak coming panning towards. So I'm going to try and merge you here. This is where the Kurunegala side is, and Ambokka is also to that side. Right, we are already late, so we need to continue to our journey towards the third peak. Now we are at the base of summit number 3, the highest of it. You can see Hasitan, one of our traveling buddies, climbing uphill. This is strenuous work. You have to burn so many calories and energy in order to get up there, and also the sun is blazing down on us and we are low on water, and I don't have to tell you more how difficult it is going to be, but the views are going to be absolutely first class. Look at this view, just unbelievable. Summit number 1 in the far distance, summit number 2, and we are now almost at the level of summit number 2, which is 760 meters. Bowathan, Karagahatan, Gammadu, all are there. Just amazing. Going to give you a panoramic view from the same vantage point where we are looking at the summit number 2 and 1. I actually wanted to show you down below this grassy plain like place. This is where we came down from the summit number 2, crossed this path, and now we are on our way uphill. Ambokka is in the distance, looking absolutely breathtaking, and so many other reservoirs, paddy fields, jungle patches, many other intermediary mountains and rocks. This is the path that goes to the summit point of third peak. Right now we are almost at 780 meters in terms of elevation, but the third summit point is still more to go. We are looking towards Karagahathanna. We can probably make out Mouse mountain, and also I wonder if we can see Gombaniya and Yakunge Hela also in the distance over Karagahathanna and Gammaduwa towers. That's going to be very interesting when we get up to the summit point. Let's see. But once again, this is the summit number 2, and the surrounding views looking so beautiful. Absolutely out of this world. Alright, let's go to the summit point of third peak and the highest. Finally, we are at the summit of Arangala at 782 meters. So after all, the distance and the elevation we predicted turned out to be correct, 782 meters. You are looking towards Kadigala, Manikdena, Aravgala, Galkotkanda, Yakkuragala, then towards mountains of Kandalama. When we come towards to the right, this massive mountain range, I actually mistook it for Manikdena in one of the first videos, but she is the Vahigala Patana. That's one of the highest mountain ranges in the dry zone. Now we come towards to the right. Now this is where things going to get very interesting. Down below is Naula town. beyond Gammadu and Maussa mountains, I suspect that is the highest point in Nagas, that is Gombania, 1906 meters. Beyond her is Yakkunge Hela. Let me go to that side. Right, we are coming from Gombania, Yakkunge Hela. Nagas 5 peaks are also to that side, but we can't make it out from here. Now we come past Bovathanna and Nalanda towns towards Wilshire and Attipola. I think Brandy Rock is also called Attipola, which I'm not quite sure about. Then comes the Ambokka Giant. That's where the Yatavatta, Kurunagala, Dodangaslanda road is. There are a couple more reservoirs on this side. Now we are coming towards Kurunagala end, passing Bisoalla, Salagama, Universe End. You can probably make out Dolukanda mountain range. Also Yakdessagala very faintly. And some more mountains onto this side, which I can't quite figure out. Right now, there's a bit of mana and some trees on top of the third peak, 782 meters. Now we are looking towards Namaluyana, Ibbankatuwa reservoirs. We can also see the Galewala Giant, Beliyakanda. We are back at Kadigala. Between Kadigala and Manikdena we can see Dambulu Weber. Now we are back at Manikdena. Right, that's the 360 degree view. Right, I have come to one of the edges of the Arangala third peak, which is the highest. Now I'm walking towards Manikdena and Kadigala. I've also heard this area is called as Marutulawa. And this Kadigala, this pointy summit point, I've also heard that name is being used as Rilagala, which I'm quite not sure why that is, or if that is a real name. But when we were climbing Manikdena, I got to know that this is actually Kadigala. Once again, there could be conflicting stories. Below this Kadigala rock is the Wamadilla Reservoir. If you watched my Manikdena video series, you would have noticed it. That was so beautiful. Now I'm going to turn you to the left because this side was sort of blocked by the Mana when I took a 360 degree view from the summit point. This is between Kurunagala, Galewala and Dambulla. I wish I could make out all these mountains, but that is not something I can do. You are looking towards Ambokka and the path we came up to the summit point 3. And from here you can clearly see summit 1 and summit 2. You can see the difference of elevation between us and the summit 2 and the summit 1. We are at 782 meters. Summit 2 760, Summit 1 730 meters. This is one gigantic mountain. Just an amazing sight. So we are going to wrap up our journey with a vlog as usual. This is the view towards Manikdena, Kardigala and beyond, towards all the way to Namalviyana and Ibbankatu reservoirs. Looking so breathtaking. You can see the summit point of Arangala down below this rocky surface. So beautiful. And we can't actually get enough of this beautiful summit point. However, we will have to leave at one time or the other. I actually showed you a couple of times the 360-degree views from here. Once it was a bit windy, so I don't know if you could hear me. I'm not going to try it again. The second one I did without mentioning anything, but not a full 360-degree view. I think it's time for us to call it a day and head home. I'll finish it with a vlog as usual. Okay people, I think it's time to wrap up our journey from Arangala, 782 meter tall lady. It's been a fantastic day today. You can see all around us, the views were absolutely first class, out of this world. It was as if the heaven has just come down to the earth to make it more beautiful, to welcome us to Arangala. There's a reason why this mountain is called Arangala. There are two stories. Number one is one of the kings was pointed this mountain from somewhere else. It's easy to explain in Sinhala because they said that is that mountain. Oh, in Sinhala they say Ara Tiyana Gala, that is that rock. So that term came to be as Arangala, Ara Tiyana Gala, Arangala. And also there's another story which is quite unique. That is, if you look at your ear lobe, when you look at Arangala from the A9 road from Naula, it shows as if an ear lobe. If you look at these 3 points, Arangala looks like that. So where you put an earring, in Sinhala you call it Arungale. So where you put an Arungale or an earring, turned it to be Arangala. Those are the two stories how the name came to be. We don't know what was correct or whether it was right, but those are the legends. I have a couple more legends before we wrap up. I'll tell you while looking at Manikdena. Right, you can see the sun is blazing down on us. Vahegala Patan is behind me. I actually initially mistook her for Manikdena, but Manikdena is to that side. It's also believed in the old days against the English governing of Sri Lanka, because they ran a very brutal and wicked controlling system of the Sinhalese people. Therefore, there were a couple of struggles. One was led by Kappitipola Adhikaram and the second was led by Gongalegoda Banda. It's believed they used this Arangala as one of the lookout points, as also a place where they gathered the troops. Because this, as you can see, offers beautiful 360 panoramic views. It's easy to keep an eye out for any enemy soldiers. Therefore, it's no wonder if they use this place. And also, on the way to Arangala, there are many caves and places where you can hide an army. So naturally, this has been a nice rocky fortress, something like Sigiriya. So these are the stories about Arangala. Right, let me look at Ambokka and end our journey. Okay people, then looking at Ambokka, we are going to end our journey. I don't have to tell you once again over and over because it's been a fantastic day. It indeed was one of the best treks I've ever done in my life. It was very hectic, very tiring, very strenuous, but the views we got were worth $1 billion. Maybe worth than the Fort Knox itself. So all I have to tell you once again is the golden rule. We saw a couple of people have left broken glass bottles, polythene, plastic items as usual. That's the pathetic side of Sri Lanka and the traveling menace. Therefore, all I can ask you to do is, please don't do this. I've been telling this over almost all in my videos, but the signs are not so good. Therefore, once again, I'm requesting you very humbly not to do this. Please protect this environment, especially Sri Lanka is a very small country. Though we are blessed with many mountains, waterfalls and rivers, we don't seem to be taking care of them. I wonder by the time we realize the importance of this, it will be too late. We might have become a desert, just like Dubai. So it will be too late for us to restore this beauty. Therefore, please teach your children, teach your neighbors, loved ones, family members not to do this. It's important we protect this. With that thought, this is Sri and my trekking partner signing off from Arangala mountain range. We'll once again see you another day with another beautiful trek like this. Until then, stay safe and cheerio. This is a view of summit number 1 from the summit number 2. We are on our way down. I know I said that our journey is done and dusted, but I simply couldn't help showing you this beautiful panoramic vistas of rolling hills unfolding before our eyes, looking absolutely out of this world. I know I've used this term quite a lot today, but it's just unbelievably beautiful, people. This is Sri Lanka at her very best and a bit more. Looking so gorgeous. I wonder if there's another country in this entire world that is more beautiful, that offers so much variation in terms of marvels of the mother nature. Be it mountains, reservoirs, rivers, waterfalls, plains, jungles, wildlife, birds, beaches, and so many other beautiful creations of the mother nature. I just can't believe my eyes what I'm seeing, because when I was climbing up to the summit point 2 and on our way to the summit point 3, I showed you all around, but there was a bit of a wind at the time, so I'm not sure if you were able to capture all that. Even as I'm recording this, I don't know. I would only know when I go home and start editing this footage. Right, my team has already scrambled down the sheer rock face towards the summit number 1. So I will soon have to join them, and I'm going to complete my 360-degree view from here. So the rock face down below is 1. I'll have to start monkey crawling. Reverse order. We are on our way down, reached summit point 1 once again. You can see this derelict pagoda and the flagpole. Going to give you another 360-degree view because I just couldn't help it. It's a beautiful surrounding panoramic views. So while I'm enjoying it, I thought, why shouldn't I share this with you? So if you had enough of views, you can simply stop it here and call it a day, or you can continue to watch till the end, because I also want to try and capture Arangala from A9 road as well. Right now we are coming towards slowly, ever so slowly, towards summit number 2 and summit number 3. Oh my goodness, they are so sexy and so beautiful. Let me show you from another angle. This is summit number 2 and summit number 3. We come back towards my beloved Naranda Gediye, Bovatan Reservoir, Karagatan, Gammaduwa, Mawussa, probably Gombani and Yakungehela, also Unnaskiri mountainside. Right, this is the flag waving goodbye to you.